I'm Jennifer Angel. Hi there, Cancer. This is my horoscope forecast for you for the week of August the 29th. Now, there's still a lot of activity happening in your solar third house. Has been for a while, still is, going to gradually move out of there, but right this week we have a new moon right at the start of the month on the 1st. Mercury is going retrograde. We've got the Mercury and the Sun connecting earlier in the week, and Mercury and Jupiter connecting earlier in the week, and a couple of other aspects with the Sun, which we'll cover in a minute. So the point is, there is a lot going on here. This is a very communicative area, so it's about communication, commerce. So you want to be sort of careful the way that you approach things. Now, of course, the new moon gives you a push to start things and get things sort of going. The Mercury retrograde in the same area sort of pulls it back a little bit. So there is sort of like a little bit of a dampening of all this positive, powerful energy. But what it does do is it does give you some thinking time, does allow you to gain some clarity. Now, if you've got like a creative project that's going on in your life, then this is like a great time to really move ahead with it. If you've got like something happening in your personal life, because Venus is going to move into your solar fourth house, which is all to do with your home and family areas. So there certainly can be some discussions going on around your home and family, and decisions to be made there. So once again, you want to just think through. I mean, as I say, life doesn't always wait for Mercury to come out of retrograde. I wish it did, but the truth is it doesn't. So we can't sort of always perfectly just put our life on hold until the planets sort of come in favorable, of what we consider to be a favorable position. So you want to move forward with things. If the opportunity presents itself, then it's up to us, each and every one of us, to recognize opportunities as they cross our path and grasp them with motivation and enthusiasm, and make them our own. And from that point, we can move forward. Now, when there is opposing energy that's affecting different areas of your chart, as a Mercury retrograde for such, what it does mean is you need to take a little more attention on the details. What's happening now, particularly with as Mercury is a thinking planet, and the third house is very much about communication. It's also about education. So don't take anything for granted, okay? I mean, don't take anything for hearsay, unless it's from someone that, if you've got a good friend who's a Virgo and you know that their information is correct and accurate. Fortunately, I have one of those. Sure, but anyone else, and use your intuition, your highly intuitive Cancer, and tune in that. And if you think, no, I'm not really quite sure about that, it sounds right, but I'm not quite sure, go and do your own research, okay? Now, there is a opposition between the Sun and Neptune. I'm looking at the sign and can't sort of say the word. Neptune later in the week, and there's a square between the Sun and Saturn. Okay, so first of all, you want to be upfront, candid, honest, but try to think about it and be diplomatic as well, all right? Because with Neptune in that area of your chart, it really does help you to say, tell it straight. But if it's a past issue, particularly around a work situation, then you want to be a little bit sensitive as well, okay? So I hope that makes it clear. So, tell it as it is, but try not to be sort of too brutally honest about things. And then right at the end of the week, we've got Mercury and Jupiter connecting, and I like this a lot. It's a nice connection between these two. It does promote communication. It does promote mending fences if you need to. The one warning with this is to see it as it is, not how you want it to be. Okay, that's pretty well good advice always, but particularly for this week. All right, so I hope it's a great week for you. There's certainly a lot happening, so there can be some shifts this week. Okay, and that's a good thing. And thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye for now.